From the Tour Nation Production Studios, located in the Media Arts Learning Community at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From the Studio of Dreams at Tour Nation Productions.
Reporting from the Studio of Dreams at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas, welcome to the award-winning Good Morning Ball High. I'm Ethan Keller.
And I'm Aiden Carcano. And to get things started, as always, here's today's edition of Time Rewind, courtesy of our good friend David Mendel.
Nearly 42,000 miles later, almost the full time completely submerged, the Triton returns to a jubilant welcome in New London.
It's Time Rewind for May 10th. The nuclear submarine Triton completes the first underwater circumnavigation of the globe in 1960.
I want to see something. Trees, concrete, buildings, grass, airplanes, color!
On this day in 1977, Hollywood loses screen legend Joan Crawford.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock.
This is the day in 1954 that Bill Haley and his Comets released the song credited with ushering rock and roll into the mainstream. The song becomes a #1 hit about a year later. Fast forward to 1986 when the Pet Shop Boys dominate the pop chart with this. It's the British duo's first #1 in the U.S. That's Time Rewind. I'm David Mendel.
Now let's check this morning's headlines from newspapers across America.
Here's today's official Good Morning Ball High picture of the day. If you have an interesting photo that you would like to be considered as a future picture of the day, send it to Mr. Dudas. We'll be happy to feature it. For even more photos, check out the Ball High Photography photo album. Go to Google and search Ball High Photography.
Let's check in and see what's going on in G-Ball sports.
Let's check the latest weather forecast.
If you would like to join the K-Tour, the Tornado team, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you.
Deck furnishing for Good Morning Ball High provided by Star Fine Furniture.
For additional content, stay tuned to part 2 of Good Morning Ball High immediately following today's program.
Be sure and stay tuned at the conclusion of today's program for part 2 of Good Morning Ball High.
And for even more Time Rewind, check it out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Aiden, wishing you a terrific day.
Morning Ball High is produced by the students in the Media Arts Small Learning Community at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas.
Here's this day in history.
May 10th, 1869.
Big train, stay off my back. You got 1,000 miles of track.
At Promontory, Utah, a golden spike is driven into the ground, completing the first transcontinental railroad in the United States. 1933. Months after taking power in Germany, the Nazis stage massive public burnings of books considered to have un-German ideas. 1941. During World War II, Rudolf Hess, Adolf Hitler's deputy in Nazi Germany, parachutes into Scotland. Hess claims he's on a peace mission, but he's treated as a prisoner of war and spends the rest of his life behind bars. 1994. Nelson Mandela takes the oath of office to become South Africa's first black president after the end of apartheid. Also that same year, in Illinois, serial killer John Wayne Gacy is executed by lethal injection for murdering 33 young men and boys during the 1970s. And 1960. Rock musician Bono, frontman of the group U2 and an anti-poverty activist, is born in Dublin, Ireland. Today in history, May 10th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Here's the word of the day.
Today's word is fallacious. It's a long word, but it just means something that's wrong or false. It's a similar definition to another nice GRE word, erroneous. You might see the word fallacy in there, which you might know it means something wrong or false. So you might be able to use that to figure out the meaning of the full word, even if you haven't seen it in this form. It also looks similar to the word false itself. Now, fallacy or fallacious are usually used when talking about reasoning or logic. Like if you say something that just makes no sense, I might say, that was very fallacious reasoning. Now, probably I wouldn't say it exactly that way, but if you read fallacious, it's likely talking about something to do with logic.
Tell me, Caleb, what is the A-Team?
Well, Dr. Neighbors, if you have to ask, then you're not a part of it.